A warm welcome to Disky Talk with Luyolo. If you're tuning in for the very first time, I do ask that you please subscribe and hit that notification bell. If you've been a part of this journey, I hope you thoroughly enjoy this episode. So, on today's episode, I discuss all things Kaizer Chiefs as Kaizer Chiefs and Sekhukhune have agreed a deal on Yusuf Mart. When you have a look at it then, on today's episode, it is a feature-focused episode on Yusuf Mart and how then he could potentially fit into Kaizer Chiefs. And, of course, looking at his qualities as well. So, when you have a look at Yusuf Mart then, this is a midfielder, a trade. So, he does then play as a box-to-box midfielder. So, he plays as a number 8. But he can also then play as a defensive midfielder as well. However, when you do have a look at Yusuf Mart, this is a player who's had a very good season with Sekhukhune in the past season, and a player then who also had very good performances at the COSAFA Cup. So when you have a look at Yusuf Mart, when he was playing for Sekhukhune this past season, he was playing in a much more advanced position with regards to the midfield, and he was more responsible within that midfield for attacking. But when you do look at Yusuf Mart and you look at some of his qualities, when you look at his technical ability with regards to his skill set, he is an ambipedal player, so left foot, right foot, very, very comfortable. A player then who's got a phenomenal range of pass on him, and a player then who is very comfortable on the ball, also then has the aggression within the heart of midfield. So he is not afraid to get stuck in. So when you do have a look at Kaizer Chiefs, we do know that a lot of changes are happening at Kaizer Chiefs, and they're looking then to bring in a lot of players as well. So when you do have a look at him, I think he could be key, because when you look at the position that Kaizer Chiefs have struggled with in recent years, it has been the defensive midfield position. And in the midfield, generally, they have struggled. So when you look at Yusuf Mart, then, the nice thing about him is that if Kaizer Chiefs do play a 4-2-3-1, he can play within a double pivot, and within the double pivot, he could either be the midfielder that is more advanced, he could be the number 8 that goes box to box within the double pivot, or you could put another number 8 next to him and he could be the sitter. So when you look at Yusuf Mart and you look at him, I just think that he would be a lot more efficient and a lot more effective as a defensive midfielder. The reason why I say so is that with the ability that he has from deep, this is a player then who could look then to facilitate build-up play for Kaizer Chiefs, a player then who could be key then within that phase of being able then to progress the ball then from build-up phase and work it into consolidation phase. And even then at the base and at the heart of midfield, he could be key with regards then to being able then to switch play and stretch play because of his technical ability. So he could then play those 40, 50-yard diagonal balls because then he's got that ability. Very key then in building up play as well, and also then offering you that aggression within the heart of midfield because he does get stuck in and he can win the ball as well. So I think his best position, in my opinion, could be as a 6. I know that he's played as an 8 mostly throughout his career, but I just think that he could be a lot more effective and a lot more efficient the deeper he plays. And I also think that the more simplified his game is and the deeper he plays, I think he could be a lot more effective. Yes, at times he can push up a bit and go box to box. Also do know that he can strike them from range, so over the seasons he has scored a couple of goals from range because of his technical ability. And when you then look at Yusuf Mart then and what comprises of his game and his skill set, it is his technical ability, his game intelligence, and his ability then within the heart of midfield to offer aggression as well. So, ladies and gentlemen, do let me know, what do you make of this signing for Kaizer Chiefs, as Sekhukhune and Kaizer Chiefs have agreed a deal for Yusuf Mart? And what do you make of Yusuf Mart? Do you think that he can go on and become a key player within the heart of midfield for Kaizer Chiefs, or do you guys think he will struggle? Thank you very much for tuning in to yet another special episode of Disky Talk with Luyolo. Signing out.